VGK gets a third period push and scores twice to take a 2-1 preseason victory over the Avalanche. More ahead on this edition of Locked On Golden Knights.
You're Locked On Golden Knights, your daily podcast on the Vegas Golden Knights, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Hi again, everyone, from Las Vegas, Tony Cardasco and Chris Golick. Thanks for making us your first listen every day. You can find us wherever you get your podcast. Please subscribe to our Locked On Golden Knights YouTube channel. I'm a longtime sportscaster, a marketing consultant, and the host of the new Believe in Vegas podcast. New show coming up this week, probably today, featuring NASCAR driver Ross Chastain. And Chris is the owner of Silver State Cards and Sports and the host of the new Hockey News Collectibles show with Chris Golick. Ahead on today's show, we're going to be talking about Mitch Marner getting a look on the second line with Hertl. And also, there's a good competition going on for perhaps a final roster spot. Don't forget that you can catch us each and every day on Silver State Sports and Entertainment on the network, and that's SSSEN. Tune in at 1 o'clock daily, Monday through Friday. It's on YouTube TV or Cox Cable Channel 77. We are brought to you today by FanDuel. Go to FanDuel.com and get things started. So, Chris, start off here with VGK having that very strong push in the third period. A lot of chances. They slowed down the Avalanche. VGK dominated in shots on goal and in O-zone possession time. That was a pretty good clinic that they put on in the third period. And at one point, we saw VGK out shooting Colorado 21-2 in a span of 25 minutes, 30 seconds. And it resulted in 2 goals in the third. Braden McNabb with the blast, and then it went off of Brett Howden. And the go-ahead goal from William Karlsson from Smith and Stone. That line had a ton of energy on the forecheck. Bruce Cassidy calling it a greasy goal. And I would never, ever in my wildest dreams associate a greasy goal with that trio.
That's funny. We'll talk more about the goal in a little bit, but just general perspectives. Number one, this was a better hockey game. You had both lineups basically playing 80 to 85% of what you're likely going to see on opening night next week. So it's good to see. I mean, this is a game that the teams both want to win, right? Last night's game, whatever, is what it is. But a game like tonight, both teams want to win or at least put their best foot forward and come out of this game feeling good. Golden Knights, I think, should come out of this game feeling good about themselves. More shots on goal, you like to see a higher shooting percentage, but that's not how the NHL works all the time. As long as the Golden Knights are winning more games of this nature, it's going to be just fine. And Avalanche, same boat. They want to win that game too, and they couldn't find a way to match VGK's pressure. I don't think the travel mattered, the back-to-back. I think that was absolutely irrelevant in this. So good to see the Golden Knights win one of their 2 dress rehearsals. Friday will be a very similar lineup, I think.
And I think you have the visualizer on this goal.
Yeah,
right?
I can pull it up right now.
Look at that.
So
yeah, that would.
I just want to key in on the third goal here first. The third goal, the go-ahead goal, so second VGK goal, but
third goal
overall. Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, third goal overall.
Saying the same thing here.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. Boom. All right, here we go. So I like the work that goes into this goal here. So right here, Stone pressures McCarr, puck winds up behind the net. Riley Smith, just quick turnover. And then what I love here is you got the pass to Mark Stone. We're going to look at this one more time here, and I'm going to stop it when we get close. But Mark Stone makes an awesome, just veteran play right here. Most people, when they get the puck right there in that spot, you can see Mark Stone. He's one-on-one with the goalie. He's right. There's nothing else right there. Most NHL players are going to shoot this puck right there and not even realize that you have a shooter, a left-handed shooter, sitting right there waiting for it. And then Stone just pushes it across. First, you got a nice block by Colorado, and then William Karlsson is there to clean it up. So
I love
the greasy goal wasn't on William Karlsson's side. It was more on Riley Smith's side, but definitely a guilt by association for for number 71. There you go.
That's awesome. And they should have shown him like on his knees there, getting the shot off. VGK, I think the premise here in the preseason is to just put the puck on net. Doesn't matter if it goes in, because again, they were so inaccurate in the playoffs last year.
Yeah, I mean, obviously goals got tough to come by. Edmonton played good defense. We talked about Leon Draisaitl's impact on that series as well, neutralizing what Jack Eichel did a lot. Eichel also had a decent series, slowing down Connor McDavid. So, it was better coaching, I think, by the Edmonton Oilers, but that's neither here nor there at the moment. Definitely a lot more shots. What were the final shot totals? 32 to 22. And you felt that some games when, pardon me, some games when you do have that shot disparity, it feels
32. Is 32 shots? Is that enough?
Oh, 30. Yeah, 30 shots. Anytime you're at 30 shots, that's enough. I mean, hopefully you're going to achieve, a 92%, shot goal percentage conversion, whatever terminology you want to use right there for 3 or 4 goals. I mean, 3 goals is going to win you most regular season hockey games. 4 obviously is the target because most over-unders are between 5.5 and 6 these days. But 3 goals should be safe. Although, again, some concerns about the Golden Knights D and everything. We'll see if that winds up being enough. But 3 is a fair target. 3-2 hockey will win you, will get you comfortably in the playoffs and set you up for playoff success.
Brett Howden said last night after the game that you could feel a different type of energy with that many starters on the ice. So things are starting to shape up. They're starting to come together for VGK.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, last night was a look at, it was basically minus 1 D pairing and a couple of the fourth line players. And we'll talk about the competition for 1 or 2 roster spots later on in today's show. But that also will fuel the energy. You're going to see players, giving it as much as they possibly can to make that final impression. Although the real work happens at City National, but getting noticed, scoring a goal and things like that are nice. And you got like Brett Howden's goal, just getting in traffic. McNabb waits to fire that puck, and then Howden tips it from, I don't know, about 18, 20 feet out, making it nearly impossible for the goalie to quickly react to that.
I think it might be a concern just from my perspective. Okay, it's preseason. You don't want to really weigh too much on it, but VGK in the preseason has not scored the first goal, and you're chasing goals again. And that's something that Bruce Cassidy does not want to do. And to me, that might be a little bit concerning. Like to see them get off to a quicker start.
Yeah. I mean, obviously once the regular season comes, that's a different story. On the flip side, Cassidy has complimented VGK's ability to respond. And when I say respond, it's not simply first shift over the boards, go out there and get that goal back. That's something that Cassidy talked a lot about during the Stanley Cup run, is that at first, the second the other team scores, okay, let's get it back next shift, and they're pushing too hard. But the team, there's a lot of poise. I mean, a lot of veterans, a lot of leadership, a lot of championship pedigree, obviously, with the
Golden Knights. Said pedigree.
There you go.
I wanted to cut you off there because somebody
That's
said
good. That's fine. Buzzword. But yeah, so the Golden Knights will play with a lot of poise in the event. They do not score first, but you're not going to see a lot of panic. That said, if in an 82 game season, if you're getting up that first goal, 50 plus times, that's also a concern.
It's a concern to me because, again, that second period for VGK was not so good last season. So if you get down early in a game, that second period, let's see if they can just turn things around this upcoming season. I'm concerned.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, second period obviously is a concern for any team. At times, the Golden Knights have been absolutely remarkable in the second period, and at times it's been a little bit ugly. And hopefully, it's not going to be the latter. Hopefully, it'll be a nice, strong second period with the long change.
Akira Schmid in net last night. He allowed that Gabe Landeskog goal in the first, and then he settled down on that goal. Poor positioning, gave up the post on the short side and the glove side, and Landeskog just put it by him. He faced 22 shots, and he saved 21 of those shots last night. And 4 power play shots he saved. That was it. And good job by VGK, because the first power play, they gave up the 4 shots. And then, again, they settled down and made some adjustments there. And VGK, no shots on power plays. Again, shots on goal, 32-22, hits in favor of VGK, 32-22. 20-19. Mitch Marner played on the second line last night with Brandon Saad and Tomas. Hertl was their chemistry. I'll tell you about it next, right here on Lockdown Golden Knights. The NFL season is here, and FanDuel is making sure that you are ready for kickoff with this can't-miss offer. Right now, new customers can bet just $5. If that bet wins, you'll receive $300 in bonus bets that you can use across the app. There is some Thursday night football happening this week. It's the Rams 6.5 as they are favored over the hobbled 49ers. And the total on that game on Thursday night is 47. And you could jump into the game. We love to use FanDuel again because you could bet on whatever you like there, player props, building the same game parlay, or you can even jump into the live action as it unfolds. And it's quick, it's easy. It's the best way to add a little bit more spice and energy to your Sundays or Thursday nights, if you will. So are you ready to play? Download the FanDuel app today. You can visit FanDuel.com to get things started. That's FanDuel.com to place your first $5 wager. Welcome back on this edition of Lockdown Golden Knights. Tony Cardasco, Chris Golick reporting from Las Vegas. We appreciate you tuning in wherever you might be. Our everydayers, you are the nucleus of this darn show. And don't forget, we're on SSSEN. You might be watching us there right now. And any comments on the YouTube channel, anywhere you'd like, of course, on our Twitter at Lockdown Golden Knights, you can check it out. So do that, leave some comments. And tomorrow is WTF Day. WTF
Friday
Day.
already. WTF to that.
Yeah, WTF to that. WTF, someone pointed out that William Karlsson in his post-game presser, haven't checked it out yet, had his athletic supporter like behind him. Unbelievable.
Reminds me of when Keegan Kolesar tried to get me in trouble. I can't talk too much about that.
No, but there was something
inappropriate.
It was so inappropriate. Mitch Marner, he had some good moments on Wednesday night as he moved to the second line in the absence of Jack Eichel. He put a shot, rang the post early on in the game. We saw some elite passing skills. But to me, Chris, the jury is still out on whether there was chemistry with Tomas Hertl centering the line.
Yeah, I mean, so stat watching, right? I think this is the first thing I'll look at here. Mitch Marner logs 2 shots on goal. Brandon Saad logs 3 shots on goal. That tells me that Saad was finding the puck, or the puck was finding Saad. He was finding
or Marner was finding Saad. Marner was finding.
No, 100%, but soft ice as well. You know, Hertl no shots on goal, unfortunately, and he also had a minute 50 on the power play. So you'd like to maybe see that number go up a little bit. I think it's more just about that different look right now. Eichel doesn't skate tonight. No issue there. Just I'm sure he'll skate on Friday, no problem. Nothing to sweat. But again, we've talked a lot about where Marner will play up and down the ice with the Golden Knights, and it's going to start with Jack and Mitch. We know this, that's you know, I don't know if I agree with it, but that's how it's going to start. And again, I will keep banging the drum. I wish I could have seen at some point this preseason William Karlsson with Mitch Marner.
Yeah, and I never thought that Hertl and Marner. I didn't believe myself. I've said it throughout the summer too. I didn't think that this would be a good combination. I didn't. We have said, you know, again, perhaps Karlsson, but Karlsson last night, man, the pass, was that on the power play to Karlsson from Marner at the point, and he just couldn't handle the sauce. He didn't really get a shot on net. I think he tried to pass it inside the crease to Stone and just couldn't connect. But it's about the chemistry at this point, and let's see if they can develop more chemistry in the next few days prior to the big opener here next week.
So the jock strap has been solved. You're half right here. It is a jock strap, but it's not William Karlsson's. He's in front of Cole Reinhardt's locker room stalls. So there you go, right there.
How do you? Does it have Reinhardt's number on it? How do you?
Yeah, no. The mystery has definitely been solved. Here you go. We can. Let's see here.
Is everything okay with Jack Eichel? He just
There you go. See it right there.
Yeah, I can't. Okay, that's
go.
enough. Yeah,
That's
I've had
enough
it.
of that.
Okay, enough of that.
We need to be thorough on this show. We need to make sure we're
reporters.
We're covering all the details here.
And we're report. Yeah, VGK working on its details, and so are we.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. So, no, I mean,
everything
you're
okay with
talking about,
Eichel?
was there a concern with the chemistry, Tony? What was the question?
No, you missed the point. Is everything
I did.
okay with Jack Eichel because he was a scratch in the game last night?
No, Jack doesn't need the extra preseason game. There's no problem there. Again, it's about limiting risk, listen, Mitch Marner, we need to learn what he can do at game speed. And last night was game speed. Last night was definitely game speed. And you need to learn how Marner can compete with people besides Jack Eichel. We know Marner's a great player. There's never going to be a question of that. But Marner needs to be a great player with someone besides Jack Eichel. And so Coach Cassidy just, pulled a number out of a hat and said, okay, Tomas Hertl, it's your night with Mitch Marner. Let's see how this goes here. And I think Marner can adjust to, any situation. Is that what that says?
Yeah, you're showing us some pictures there. You didn't have to go there with the illustrator. Yeah, I mean, the illustrator was cool.
I was being thorough, Tony. I was being thorough.
I got a case of the X, man. It's too early for this stuff. We did see Eichel and Colton Sissons last night, which was really nice.
Yes.
So they were all suited up. There's no dress code, but they're still suited up. I think they're going to go on the suit side there. If you're a VGK,
it feels like a Foley thing.
Yeah, I know Karlsson said he likes to play dress up right before walking into the arena so they could get some good money
and they've also have some apparel deals. I'm sure
they have some deals
too, wearing this stuff. So whether they simply get to, like Vanna White, who got to keep her wardrobe, and maybe it's the same thing, or they get a little kickback. It's all good.
Yeah, you saw my clothing deal, but it was nice that they met with first responders. They were up in the suites and shaking hands and greeting a lot of the first responders, which, of course, they paid tribute to last night there at T-Mobile Arena. So that was good. I just wanted to make sure. It's crazy how well Mitch Marner can see the ice on the power play. It's amazing. He creates space. And then he does shoot at sticks. I give him a lot of credit. He would have broken through. Of course, he hit the post. And then I think it was Cale Makar, right? On that hooking penalty on sort of the breakaway late in the game. Would have liked to have seen Marner get to the net and score a goal.
Looked more like a jab in the unpleasant region than anything right there, what Makar did. But yeah, I know the play you're talking about. Just real fast, nice moment. Went to pick up some dinner. Where did we go? Cafe
Juan's.
Okay. No, close, but not close. Cafe Rio, and a couple of, I don't know what their jobs were, but they were wearing Vegas Strong shirts, and someone right behind me, oh, thank you, Vegas Strong, and it sparked an interaction of some sort. So it is nice to see the Valley remembering and honoring one another and everything. And I mean, there's no right words to go here, but it is nice to see these interactions, I guess, is all I'm trying to say there. But yeah, I mean, a lot to like about the game, a lot to like about the situation, and it's go time now. I mean, we're less than a week away to when the games actually matter. Friday's preseason game will be fun on the night that celebrates Taylor Swift's album release at an NHL.
WTF.
Oh, it's not WTF. I jumped the gun.
Yeah. The showgirl, man. That's gonna be fun.
Oh, here, credit. Hold on, credit. I don't know if you had this here, but Henderson Silver Knights, free parking.
Oh,
positive mood. No ick for that.
No, that was for the
showgirl
night. Showgirl night.
No. Good job, Silver Knights. I've spent a lot of time dragging the business side of what happens in Henderson.
Have you ever?
This is a very positive move, and hopefully it's a sign of things to come. So glass half full. Good job, Silver Knights.
Yeah, definitely a really good maneuver there to regain fan interest. And then I think they have a much better team this year. They should be more competitive.
We'll see.
They came together. A lot of players, we talk about the lack of development, but down on the farm, but they've done a good job in getting that roster, I guess, composed or composition. Roster composition.
Composed is a good word. Icing
composition.
A team.
I kept going there. I forgot the word. Okay, up next, some jobs are on the line, and McCrimmon, McPhee, and Cassidy had yet another chance to evaluate some of those players on the bubble. We'll talk about it next right here on Locked On Golden Knights. Welcome back from Las Vegas and Lockdown Golden Knights. We've got words today. We have
got
words. We
got
do.
words.
I don't know if they're the right ones, but yeah. And I apologize to Chris for talking over him so much the last couple of shows. I'm chatty. I'm definitely chatty.
It's all good. You're feisty.
Don't forget, tomorrow is WTF Day. Go to our Twitter handle. Go to YouTube TV, and of course, you can do that on the SSSEN feed or our own YouTube channel, Locked On Golden Knights. Leave comments, anything good or bad about VGK on Fridays. It's What the Friday, that edition right here. As we have mentioned during this preseason, with the absence of Pavel Dorofeev, Alexander Holtz, he's making a push to make the roster. Let's first talk about Holtz. He's on a PTO or a personal tryout. And to me, I still can't understand to this day why he has not signed the offer sheet that VGK presented to him. He's an RFA, and restricted free agents have until December the 1st by 2 p.m. Pacific time to sign. I would think that signing on a tryout basis is leaving a lot of money on the table. So no way as a PTO player, he's making more than if he signed that offer sheet. It's something that I really can't comprehend.
I think Holtz wants a situation. I think Holtz, and as we transition this to the competition side of it, Holtz has played 163 NHL games as a 23-year-old. That's something in itself right there. A lot of experience. He was a number 7 overall pick in the 2020 NHL entry draft. So you certainly see someone with a high ceiling, although the New Jersey Devils were happy to cut ties with him for Paul Cotter. So what does that tell you right there? Not knocking Cotter, but simply saying that Holtz did not necessarily work in New Jersey. You had an okay moment there. I mean, 82 games in 23, 24, 28 points, primarily as a third and fourth liner. That says there's some upside there, but the Devils didn't see it that way. And then Holtz plays 53 games with the Golden Knights last year, only getting 12 points, -3. So, like, what are you getting with Holtz, I guess, and how this transitions to his contract? I think Holtz feels that he's not in a spot to necessarily want to be with a Golden Knights organization who doesn't see him for the player that he might be. So now this gets this muddy, weird contract thing and offer sheet, whatever is exactly happening. I still don't know to this friggin' day exactly what's happening, but what I can say is Holtz seems to maybe be taking a fresh approach, a new beginning and everything. You do really see him putting in a very strong effort, where maybe last year he did come in feeling a chip on his shoulder. He's going to be an everyday, NHLer with a really good Golden Knights team. And I think now he understands that he's trying to earn a roster spot. And a lot of times at the game we were at last Thursday night when Holtz was out there, I think Holtz might have played every preseason game so far. But I think a lot of the games when I saw Holtz, or a lot of the situations with, you're looking and there's a player right in the middle of everything. Like, who is that? He's moving pretty well. And you see 26 on the back, like, oh, that's Holtz. He looks pretty good. So Holtz, I think definitely of the 4 players we're about to highlight, I think has the inside track, but I could make a case for at least 1 or 2 other players on that list.
There are a lot of PTO players in camps. Milan Lucic, it comes to mind now with the Blues, was in the player assistance program a season ago. So he's making a run. One of Chris's favorites, James Reimer with the Maple Leafs. You try to earn a contract is what you do with the PTO, but I'm still a little bit confounded on Holtz reportedly receiving a contract offer, not signing it, coming in as a PTO. The fourth line last night, I like to shrug. The fourth line last night, pretty much competing against each other.
Yeah.
And, you had Raphael Lavoie, you have Cole Schwindt and Cole Reinhardt, 2 Coles. And, well, I thought they got Cole like in their stocking last night. If you're evaluating these players, why are they only playing 10-14 for Lavoie, 9-41 for Cole Schwindt, who had 4 hits on the night, Cole Reinhardt, 9-14, a big kid. He got sent to the locker room there from Parker Kelly, and then he took out Bardakov, that big dude. He sent him down the tunnel. I never saw him again. But is that enough, truly, to evaluate these players? Not a lot of ice time.
Again, like we talked about Marner in the second segment and everything, the work is happening at City National. What's happening at the games has, I don't know what percentage split, but I would guess about 80 to 85% of the decision-making process is happening at City National, watching what these guys are doing 38 minutes into an hour of practice and watching how hard they are grinding at every single moment. And listen, in a game, a situation might present itself to get a goal or a scoring chance, and that does not overshadow the work that's being put in. If Holtz would have scored 2 goals last night, that would not have elevated him as much as people would think. Sure, he scored the goal on the NHL ice. It's exciting, but at the end of the day, it's all the grinding that's happening at City National. And we'll just go with what we know off Coach Cassidy right now. Let's assume there's no contract concern if Alex Holtz does wind up winning the competition here, throwing the contract side out of this here. We know Coach Cassidy, experience, time of service, games played is a big thing with him. Holtz, 163 NHL games. He hasn't really fit in anywhere, but again, 163 NHL games. Ralph Lavoie, which someone I think I like his upside, but again, he's a 25-year-old, basically rookie still, only played 16 NHL games. Cole Reinhardt is also a 25-year-old with 18 NHL games. So now that leaves us with Cole Schwindt, who I am still shocked every time I look at this. 42 games with the Golden Knights last year, Cole Schwindt played.
Right.
Played up and down the lineup and around and everything else. And
he was the
had
invisible man.
7 assists.
A goal and 7 assists, yeah, but he just was mostly invisible, in my book last season. Out of Lavoie, Schwindt, and Reinhardt, those 3, who would you say makes the team or makes the roster, gets the most activity and plays?
I think it's Schwindt, just knowing how Coach Cassidy operates, but I think Lavoie probably offers greater upside for his ability to grind, his size. And I think Lavoie looks better as a 3rd/4th liner, where I don't think Cole Schwindt should be on the 4th line to have maximum impact on the game, if that makes sense.
All 3 of those players had 1 shot on goal last night, so that was good. They got a little bit of action and I guess more evaluation time, very little evaluation time. Yeah. Oh, by the way, Jeremy Lauzon back on the ice yesterday. That's great news. Do you think he'll be back for opening night next week?
I mean, I hope so, but obviously Hutton is more than ready. Hutton, let's go Hutton.
We love Hutton, but do you think he's had a good camp real fast?
I don't know. I
don't know. It's hard to tell.
Attention. I wish I had a better answer.
Okay. I'll stop talking over you. We appreciate everyone tuning in, especially our everydayers tuning in around the world. WTF Day tomorrow. And we hope that you chime in. For my man, Chris Golick, I am Tony Cardasco from Las Vegas. Have a great day, everyone. See you tomorrow right here on Locked On Golden Knights.